Hello guys, how are you? So in today's session we are going to talk about the extracting words for sentimental analysis. Basically in this session we are going to do the sentimental analysis from the text, and when we given some text and when we have to figure out that this text is a positive review or a negative review for a company. Like if you are purchasing something from a e-commerce site and you purchase a product and you give a review, and it can be a positive review or it can be a negative review. So from as the side of a e-commerce company, you have to make sometimes the you have to make a system from which you can figure out that these many numbers of reviews are positive and these many numbers of reviews are positive for this product. And if you do that, it will help you a lot for it will helps a lot for the e-commerce side, that they have to need and they have to do some change, so that they can decrease the number of negative reviews for their products. So let's start with the today's session. So what is sentimental analysis? Sentimental analysis is the process of detecting positive or negative sentiment in the text. So basically sentimental analysis, we have to detect the positive or the negative sentiment present in the text. It's often used by business to detect sentiment in in social data, gauge brand reputation, and understanding customers. So basically, while in the business, you have to detect in the social data like it is good or not. And since customers express their thoughts and feelings more openly than ever before, sentiment analysis is becoming an essential tool to monitor and understand that sentiment. So the business company have to know about these sentiments, that how much sentiment is the customers is giving about their company, and how much positive reviews are coming for their company, and how much negative reviews are coming for how much negative reviews are coming for their company. Automatically analyzing customer feedback such as opinions in survey responses and social media conversations allow brands to learn what makes customer happy or frustrated, so that they can tailor products and services to meet their customers need. So basically this by using this automatic analyzing customer feedback, they focus on the negative feedback, and they can tailor out their products and they can do some changes in their services, so that they can meet their customer needs and perform very well in the front of their customers. And for example, using sentimental analysis to automatically analyze 4,000 plus reviews about your product could help you discover if customers are happy about your price, sync plans, and customer services. So it is good for the company that it is figuring out that how much customer is good for their pricing plans and their customer service, like if they have to decrease their price for a particular product, or they have to provide some more customer service to the customers. Maybe you want to gauge brand sentiment on social media in real time, and over time you can detect disgruntled customers immediately and respond as soon as possible. So basically you have to figuring out on the social media also, like sometimes people tweet on the Twitter like this brand is not so good, this brand is too much scam, like they were doing scam, they were not giving the products that's worth of the price or something like that. They were giving the negative reviews for a particular brand, and that brand have to figure out the negative reviews from the social media and respond them as soon as possible, so that they can make them happy, so that they can meet all the requirements of the customers. Next is types of sentimental analysis. Sentiment analysis models focus on polarity, positive, negative, neutral, but also feelings and emotions like angry, happy, sad, etc. Urgency, like urgent or not urgent, and even intentions like interested or not interested. So basically, these are the sentimental analysis models, which it is focused like it is going in the favor or not favor, or it is the person is happy or sad, or the if the thing they want is an urgent or not, or the if they are interested or not. Depending on how you want to interpret customer feedback and queries, you can define and tailor your categories to meet your sentiment analysis need. So when you get feedback from a customer, it all depends upon you that how you want to interpret that customer feedback and how do you want to respond. And according to that, you have to meet your sentimental analysis need. In the meantime, here are some of the most popular types of the sentimental analysis. So first is fine-grained sentimental analysis. If polarity precision is important to your business, you might consider expanding your polarity categories to include very positive, positive, neutral, negative, very negative. And these are the some polarities which you can calculate from your text. And also this is usually referred to as fine-grained sentiment analysis, and could be used to interpret five-star ratings in a review. For example, very positive, five-star, very negative, one star. And next is emotion detection. This type of sentiment analysis aims to detect emotions like happiness, frustration, anger, sadness, and so on. So in this type of sentimental analysis detection, we trying to figure out that what is the emotion of the customer, like if the customer is happy or if the customer is frustrated, anger, sad, or else. Many emotion detection systems like lexicons, like list of words and the emotions they convey, or complex machine learning algorithms. One of the downside of using the lexicons is the people express emotions in different ways. Some words are typically express anger, like bad or kill. Example, your product is so bad and your customer supporting is killing me. Might also be express happiness, that is badass, or you are killing it. So that's how it's somewhat difficult to analyze the emotion detection from in the sentimental analysis due to these kind of problems. Next, the aspect based sentimental analysis. Usually when analyzing sentiments of text, let's say product reviews, you will want to know which particular aspects of or features people are mentoring in a positive, neutral, or negative way. That's where aspect-based sentimental analysis can help. For example, in this text, the battery life of this camera is too short. An aspect-based classifier would be able to determine the sentence expression or negative opinion about the feature battery life. So this aspect based sentimental analysis is the thing, like where they get to know about, like if someone says this, like its battery life or is very good, or its camera is very good, its camera is can capture the images from very far distance, then it is a positive thing. And if someone write this like the battery life of this camera is too short, so this this is the negative feature. So aspect based sentimental analysis will help to detect this. And next is mul- multilingual sentiment analysis. Multilingual sentiment analysis can be difficult. It involves a lot of pre-processing and resources. Most of these resources are available online. Example, sentiment lexicons, while others need to be created. Example, translated corpora or noise detection algorithms, but you will need to know how to code to use them. So most of these resources are on available online, like sentimental lexicon, but some others are need to be created, like translated corpora and noise detection algorithms. Alternatively, you could detect language in text automatically in monkey learns language classifier, then train a custom sentiment analysis model to classify text in the language of choice. So that's about this multilingual sentiment analysis. Sorry, then the sentiment analysis use case and applications. So here are some use cases and applications. The applications of sentiment analysis are endless and can be applied to any industry from finance to and retail to hospitality and technology. Below we have listed some of the most popular ways that sentiment analysis is being used in business. So first of all is the social media monitoring, brand monitoring, voice of customer service, market research, and there are many more use cases and applications for this sentimental analysis. So next is like, yes, that's all for the today's session, for this theoretical session, and where I tell you that how what is sentimental analysis and types of the sentimental analysis, like which is fine grained sentimental analysis, emotion detection, aspect based sentimental analysis, multilingual sentimental analysis, and we also talk about some sentiment analysis use cases and applications.